Reconnection is successful. But the stream says offline. So maybe in a minute it'll say, yeah, now it's live again. Okay. Well, I'll have a backup video of that. Let's go to the desktop. I tried to continue as if the show must go on. Yeah, can't see the fog growing right now, but I'm pretty sure it is. Sometimes it's slow when it's. Yeah, it should have been continually recording on the desktop on the machine. So, well, I got my routers. Now I see exactly why that D-Link was setting right on the box, because with it setting up there like that, it was probably trying to yank that loose this whole time, and I finally yanked on it hard enough. I mean, this thing is a sideways, you know, it's a I would show it, but you know, being way down under there. Anyway, it's like this. It's like that. Let's say those fingers are the cable. Yeah, this is the wall wart, and this is the cable going up. So it's getting done like that, and it pulled it out finally, from me picking up and pulling around on it and everything. I guess I did it just now. Yeah, because I noticed. Yeah, because one good thing, I guess, you know, if you accidentally turn off your router, then the one that you're streaming from, then you'll see. Well, when you got the preview playing, you can see that. But the camera went down in my, not the stream preview, but the preview where I noticed it. I noticed it here on OBS Studio, I think. Yeah, I don't even remember anymore. But so I went black, and then I guess I finally realized, well, the SM58, no, it should be black and blank, nothing. It should have been nothing, even though it showed. It's really weird because it showed live stream was still good when the D-Link was off. That's not even possible, is it? I mean, those other routers can't, well, and I've never seen it happen before, unless it can actually allow a signal to pass through. No. I mean, I was thinking the other router's able to pass the signal through onto the modem, because this is the one connected to the modem, the D-Link is. But the signal coming from my Lenovo i5 is going straight to the D-Link, you know. The other machines, I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. I'm going to have to try to figure out what happened there. It's a signal coming. But I mean, how could I just can't understand how it could say live stream's good, everything's great, and the counter was counting too, you know. It wasn't like the screen was froze or anything like that over there on the laptop. So anyway, I've got to. I think it'll be all right unless I decide to pick up the D-Link again. The TP-Link's under it, and it does leave a lot more room for stacking on the IBM. And I had to stack things this exact certain way. Yeah, I had to put one thing on the bottom that was narrower, and then put other things that were wider on the top because of that TP-Link being sitting there, or else it'd push it off the back. So now it's just got the trend net up there. It doesn't set well on the pitch roof of the D-Link. I do like. Doesn't usually bother me. I like where it's setting now. It's just over the top of the monitor in my eye shot, and it's not too bright. It doesn't blink. It's just a white light. I guess you saw that a while ago. It's a white light. You might be able to see it on the monitor view. No, it's too low to see it. Yeah, because it's aiming down. But it's a white light up in the eave of the house, and it turns orange when it signals bad. That's what I noticed when I finally noticed that. But what was I trying to do? Oh, I was waiting on the installation of all that stuff. Excuse me. I was able to get down there and do that without just seriously crawling in it, but I did have to get down under the desk, just like I didn't want to do, because that's all the way at the back wall there. I had to get all the way into there far enough to plug that thing back in. that had to be done whether I was cared about a stream or not. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know. That threw me off. I'm confused now. I'm dazed and confused now. It's not done yet. Test installation 2 of 27. Oh, this is going to take forever. It's still. Oh yeah, it got interrupted. So that probably completely broke it. So how can I get out of that? That won't let you get out of it. Yeah, it was estimated time 3 minutes, which is about right, probably, as long as my internet's working right. But is there any information in here about how to stop it? I'm going to select all, copy. I'm going to put this in a text file before I don't imagine it'll be able to. It probably corrupted my downloads, is what I'm thinking. But if I just force, hit the X and close that, it may leave. It probably just, if I do that and start over, then it should actually probably straighten it out, because it'll make new temp files, and stuff. It's just that I don't really want. So I didn't really realize I was getting that many tests and take that long. But I should just. This machine has the. It has two. This is XFCE apps. K-Write's what I want. This is XFCE desktop, and I don't know. I guess I'm used to using that little magnifying glass looking thing, and I put it up there. But it has it built in, and I think that actually finds stuff better. But I'm writing myself a note about what happened, so that if I look in that again, I'll know. Documents. Make that a text file. All right, now. Yeah, I don't think it's going to recover. So I'm going to close that terminal window. Oh, well, I was like, why do I still? That wasn't the terminal window. That was the K-Write. Okay. So, yeah, you can search from here. Or you can click over there on that little icon and search from there. Yeah, I found 3 terminals instead of 1, and then other things that, for whatever reason. Yeah, it does. I should probably, I'm going to open it up again. I should probably that's all right, like that. Run a test, run a collection. Let's say run a test. Let's see. Let's do this. No, I already saw that. No, I didn't see the hardware information in here yet. 4, we'll do 4 and then we'll do 1. 4 is for hardware and software information. Oh, that's liable to be a lot. Let's just do a test first. This time I won't do a suite, because I'll just pick like a CPU test or something. Because if it's going to have to download the test and all that, it'll be faster. Do just one. There. No, not yet. It's still working. I guess we're online and everything after rebooting the. Shouldn't have, it should have just came right back up after rebooting the router. It's still, I mean, it's showing it has a network connection and the same IP address, so sure is taking long to respond though. It says select task 1, but it's looks like it's still working. It has a little green. Can't say what you call those things. A little green mark there. Maybe I can set this monitor to auto. Oops, no, you don't want that. Turn it off. I got hung up in there. I can't ever remember these buttons. It's just not wanting to auto resize. Auto adjust is off. I don't know how it gets turned off. I can't remember. Aspect ratio. I can't remember. It's on full. Now it fits. That's much better. Okay, now it's got a whole list of the tests. Just like before, but this won't be as, this is individual tests instead of test suite, so it shouldn't be as 600 something megabytes. I don't think you can do a, nope, Control F does not. I don't think you can find, there's some terminals you can actually do a search in the terminal output. There it is, find. I just wasn't using the right, just a different shortcut. CPU opt. Seems to be only one. What about processor? Seven zip compression, AO bench. Of course, I don't know what most of them are. C-Ray, that's one that always runs on that other one. Cache bench. CPU miner opt. I think that might be the one I saw a minute ago. It has so much stuff. I bet you in the newer version it will. I do remember some of these tests didn't work, and probably going to happen again. Don't remember which ones. It's got everything under the sun. Few of them, very few of them, since there's so many, very few of them I've heard of. There is lots of processor tests. Go benchmarks. GPU test. I'm going to go with 80 and see. Yeah, there's several hundred in there. I'm just going to go with that one, 80. Okay, now I got to put my password in there again. Now then, dependencies are missing. I'm going to do the same thing, skip the test with missing dependencies, and I think I was only picking one test, so yep, no test found for installation. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to enter anything now. Let's go to the suite, because at least I got multiple choices, you know. Oops. Oh, it opened up the web. That's why I thought it was actually kind of funny. It opened up the web browser. Wait a minute. Maybe this thing is not online after all. Oh, home Dawn. It's not going to the internet. Let's see what. I'll click the home page and make sure this thing is on the internet. Yeah, it's on the internet. And this is slow to load things because the machine is just not powerful enough, generally, anyway. But I think it may be. I think the green, well, maybe the green cursor will allow you to do something. I hit 2 and put enter, but I already did that. Oh, and it tried to go to the Phoronix page before when I did that. Okay. I'm going to try another speed test on here. Did I do one on this machine a while ago, or was it on my machine? We'll see. Well, just running the browser makes it work enough to hear the hard drive, but it's not loud like it was before, so that's good. Yeah, it was on this one, I think, that I did the speed test. I still got the laptop running again. And I'll tell you what, when you don't have an ad blocker blocking the speed test page, it's here, but it's not turned off. I don't know why it's not blocking it. It will make enough difference on some of these slower machines that see the test fails. Can't get it nothing to work. I guess I've got too much going for the machine. I want to close this terminal window. Uh-oh, it crashed. Firefox crashed. Well, let's open up the system monitor first and see what's still running. I closed the terminal window with Phoronix in it. That's why, that's why I don't use this for anything but being a server. Yeah, it's not running. Firefox is not running. So I can open Firefox again and try let's just try developer mode first. Sometimes it'll run better on here. It seems to use less resources. Now, we're ended up running in a good long while already, haven't I? I mean, I don't know how long it's been now, but long enough to see, you know, how well it's going to run and how much noise it's going to make. It's, I mean, pretty good idea anyway. Piping V. I wonder what Piping V is. I think I might have read about that the other day. SpeedTests.net. This one doesn't look like it even has ad block on it. But the other one had ad block, and it should have been turned on, and it should have blocked all those ads. I mean, they really slow down this page from loading. And imagine what it takes away from your speed, to how much it skews your speed test with all those ads. And especially when it's so much that it'll slow down your machine. When you mean, of course, this is an older machine, it'll really slow them down. try it again and see if it'll run on here. Yeah, I may be, my stream could have been, my internet might not be working that good still, and my stream could have been bad anyway without me messing up and unplugging my modem. But guess we'll find out. Right now it looks like it's 13 megabits down. No, it's going to be 30. I think it was 45 a while ago. I think that delay is actually the machine not handling the web browser and the ads and the speed test all at once very well. 3641 is the download speed. So yeah, internet's not back to normal, I don't believe. Of course, I could go there and I'll go there and pause my preview on the laptop and see. I don't think it'll make very much difference. We'll see. Upload is 1.5 right now. Why is there a mark right through that? I think it's something else going on there. I was wanting to get the server. Kept thinking, you know, maybe I'll put the server back online, but I think I may wait till tomorrow. I guess I could let it run all night and see how it does. I guess I should. I'll leave it offline, but let it run all night and see how it does. Yeah. And if it doesn't go to making crazy, lots of noise or anything weird, then I'll say, okay, I think I can use it. I do want to update the operating system. If it can't run Fedora 28 well enough, then I'll have to go to the Bane for my server. Unless one of these other ones will run it better. But Fedora 28 runs so good on the Lenovo i5, I think it could. I don't know, but it could be possible it's actually lighter weight than Fedora 23. It's either that or I just had so many things installed in the Fedora 23 that were running in the background. That I had it slowed down, you know. So you got too many tabs open here for some reason. I guess it recovered. That says speed test result, and that's not even what I want. Yeah, the machine's not really. See, I'm trying to use my arrow keys to get. I was going to delete that extra junk and reload that. Let's try this. Yeah, Firefox is trying to. I thought I saw a mosquito just then. Yeah, I can't even type in the window. Yes, I know that. I don't. It's a slow machine for one thing. It says Mozilla Firefox is slow. ... to ... start. Yeah, well, if you'd let me quit popping crap up, it might help. I think it's froze up and maybe going to crash again. I don't quite know what made it crash. I ran the speed test, yeah, on this machine earlier, and it didn't give me any trouble. Let's see. Oh, I've got this. I was going to go to the system, see how much you may be bogging down the system. Sometimes, yeah, there's Firefox. Oh, there's some Java, Tomcat. Wait, that's a server. Do I have Java? I don't think I have Tomcat on my server. Yeah, well, when I type Firefox, I don't get, but I've got Firefox Zombie and then Firefox and then 2 web processes that are along with Firefox. In that Zombie, that's probably what's hanging things up. Might have been something from those other 2 pages that it tried to go to. Now that didn't, it's taken a while to shut down though, so it might not be it, but I'm going to try both of them. Both the web content deal, when Firefox closes, they'll close. There we go. There. Okay. Now, might have never actually completely shut down. Yeah, Tomcat. Huh. And notice this system monitor, this is this KDE system monitor. Yep. Which K-Sysguard is the name of it. It stays where I put it. It stays set on memory as the highest memory user, and then the width of everything stays the way I put it. It won't do it in Fedora 28. It start driving me nuts. I don't know. I don't remember installing anything to do with Java, but that looked Java Tomcat. From what I remember, is a server for media content. I guess I did, not forgot. I might have put it in there to try out something, and then but I mean, I have a little bit of Java code maybe on my website, but it points to other servers, not stuff right on my system that I can think of. I don't like to try to keep up with Java. It's so commonly broken into, commonly broken, I guess you'd say. Now let's see, it's only trying to open up one page this time, but it's still that same results page. So let's stop it there. Got it to stop this time. There's maybe something that's causing it's trying to bring up that page and it's really not even there anymore, and it's probably might be causing a script error or something. So now just go back to the first main page. There it goes, of SpeedTest.net. Now it's not done loading, but it's blocked 6 things so far. I think sometimes the ad blocker just doesn't work until you reload the page once in a while. Now that may be done loading. Yeah, it says. Let's try it. If you do it too early, it will, especially on a slow machine like this. If it's not done loading, then it'll hang up. I think it wasn't done loading. I think it reloaded what I did. See, it went right back to the Go page. Try it again. Yeah, I don't know if I want to fool with that Phoronix on this machine anymore tonight. It seems like I think it was just too. I don't know if maybe it wasn't a brand new. I don't know whether it's a brand new or an old app, but maybe it was new to running on Linux or something. Yeah, either because it seems like I remember that it said some of it was experimental in it or something. When you see that, that's usually a pretty new application. Now, see, the speed test doesn't want to run again. It's just sitting there. It's not going to work, I don't think. I'm going to try reloading that page again. I could have got it all jacked up because I did click on it too early before it was actually finished loading. And on this machine, it's so, struggling for enough power to run Fedora 23. This is XFCE desktop, not Mate. No, it really wouldn't work with Mate. It just couldn't do it. But so I always like to go look at my system monitor and see what's going on and see if Firefox is causing trouble. But it's gonna use more resources too, especially when you first open it up. So I guess I should have tried a different page or something. But this one actually generally will run when some of the others won't, especially if you got your ABP on your ad blocker. Have all those ads using up all your system resources. That many ads on a page will just really, it just won't load. And it could be that my speed has changed that much. It's got that bad. Guess I should try it on my machine. Okay, I reloaded it again, and it looks loaded. I mean, it shows Spectrum, my IP address, and then where it's going to go to check is Sprint, Dallas, and no ads because I got the ad blockers actually working like it should. Okay, I'm going to try it one more time, see if it'll run. Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. I'll try it on my machine next and see if the internet's actually the problem. I don't have the preview playing on my laptop right now. It's paused it. And of course, it's still on the page still, but it's not, playing the preview of my video, which is pretty good. That's a video playing. It's not in full screen, but yeah. See, now it's 4801, and we'll see what the download speed is. 280. So my internet connection is not fixed yet. Whatever went wrong and what was down. I mean, it could be. It's just a Sunday night. I don't see why they would be working on upgrades on Sunday night, afternoon and Sunday night. I mean, well, it's 10:15 p.m. I think it's just some kind of problem, and it went down. It was still. I was thinking it was Sunday afternoon when it went down, but I guess it was Sunday evening. Let's see. Yeah. In case this card is using 20% of the CPU, see. And it will settle now. It's settled in and not quite useful so much, but it doesn't. It's not so noticeable on that quad core, but on a single core with 2 gig of RAM versus a quad core with 4 gig of RAM, it's noticeable. And so yeah, it's jumping. It's not going to go much lower than that. So well, that went way up again. So I'm going to close it. So I'm going to go back to my machine and go ahead and do another speed test. And I was wanting to I was kind of wanting to put the IBM server back online, but I think I'll wait. I think it's be better because, well, unless, of course, right now I don't know. I haven't checked. Let's check my server and see if it's back online before I do that speed test. Now this one's not acting slow, so I think the IBM. Sometimes I guess I forget how slow it is. So it's been back up for 33 minutes. It was down for 4 minutes a while ago when I messed up. So, give me a screenshot of that. Now, do another one. I didn't realize I had some of my screen real estate taken up by my little shortcuts menu. Let's see. What do I want? Speed test. See, that's probably already loaded. I'll wait for a little bit. Looks like it. Okay, so yeah, now it's beginning to look normal. And the IBM's on the D-Link router too. They're both on the D-Link. Oh, that's really weird. To show that much difference in the speed test. Of course, it can jump when it's not working right. It can jump up and down that quickly. Because if you run 3 or 4 in a row as fast as you can do it, you can see that much variation. I have done it before. See, now it's really fast. Faster than usual. Maybe they really are working on upgrading it. 69, you don't really ever see that. You will see 66, 68. Well, I guess 69 is not that much more. 308 with me streaming, and I have 4 megabit connect. Of course, a lot of times the upload will show to be 5 megabits or something. So I'm using 1 or 2 megabits to upload on my stream. That's about what I've seen before. So yeah, that's the. Trying to think what it is I need to do. 1019. Yeah, I wanted to move on. I actually had pie in the sky dreams of moving on to working on the close the browser and I'll just go to the camera for a minute. Moving on to the Smiley Gateway down there, putting a better fan in it. Then I got to thinking, okay, that brand new fan that that's on that little thin heat sink, that's the fan I think I can just screw directly to the fins of the heat sink on this. I call it the red black Biostar. It has a Biostar motherboard. It's the one that it works fine, but that noise drives me nuts. And then I could take this fan and put it on that one because it would work unless it's too big or something. It may be one of those bigger fans, but I have one that's one of those bigger fans. So anyway, I kind of looking at that gateway over and then seeing that it's actually 2.8 gigahertz. I'm like, man, I might want to use that for my server. The only thing is I want to max it out with 2 gig of RAM. I don't want to buy any, so I'd need to take the simplest thing to do would be to take the 2 gig out of this IBM if it'll run in that one. And then if the IBM really does have 4 memory slots, because that gateway only has 2, I remember that. I saw it the other day. If that one really does, if it has even 3 memory slots, if I don't know if I have any in my memory box. I need to look through it. I went out in the garage and I drug down the memory box, but that's the old memory box, and it only has old memory in it anymore. I've got another smaller box that I can leave in the house now, so I can get to it easier. That has my newer memory, and I don't remember exactly what I have, but it's probably a couple of 512s and maybe three 256s or so. Probably two 256s, one 512, and 1 or 2 128s is what I probably got in there. If I had a 1 gig and 2 512s, I could bring this one right back. With three slots, that would bring it right back up to 2 gig, except for they'd all probably be different speeds, but I do have it like matching memory, the fastest speed of memory. That machine can actually run faster memory than all of my other machines, and that's what I bought for $10 a stick brand new and put in it a couple of years ago, or a year ago, or whenever. So anyway, I do know that one only has 2 memory slots, so I wouldn't be able to. It's got 512 in it now. It's got 2 sticks in there at 512, so they're 256s. So it's one nice thing. Like when I built my Pentium 4, I got back then. You didn't hardly see anything more than 4 slots, but I made sure I got a motherboard with 4 slots so that I could. Because back then, larger memory sticks were a whole lot more expensive than 512s or 256s and stuff. 1 gig memory sticks were really expensive. And they didn't go down much for years. And they didn't go down all that much until after it was too old to keep using. I got 2 1 gig 6 in it now, about $10 each, but same time. I bought them all within a couple months of each other. I did that for 3 machines, I think. So anyway. I guess since I'm really just pretty tired, I should just call this a good day. I got plenty done, even in spite of the internet being down for an hour and a half. And what's this thing on? Oh yeah. Okay. So let me switch to the wireless. Let me switch to the wireless. Okay, I'm going to turn my preview back on over there too, so that I can glance at it when I need to. So I'm going to look at, we will just, you can look away if you like, but I'm going to show you what I've been doing again. Okay. Where's the camera? I'm going to unplug it. I should be able to do that. And so this is how I got it now. See, that's a step down with the, I can't seem to aim. Okay, so there's the router, modem, easy access, and I've had that way for, I guess, about a week now, and the lights don't actually bother me. There's the
lights on the when it moves. See, it's a white light. It's a pitch roof, and it's funny. It looks like a. I saw somebody online that reading like review or something. They said, "Oh, I thought it looked like a spaceship," and they said, "It looks cool." And I think it kind of looks cool. I like it. I'm talking about the D-Link, and of course, the blinking lights below are the TP-Link. But I thought I mean, to me, it's a house. It's meant to look like a house. And what's it for? It's a home Wi-Fi router. So, and I kind of like that these, the way those are designed. And at first I thought, oh, those are going to get broke too easy. But really, they're pretty sturdy because they're really wide. So this one, it's still good for wired, but it is the worst Wi-Fi router I ever had. Guess I need a little more light over here. Worst Wi-Fi router I ever had. It would not work for but a couple of hours and then start dropping, you know, connections and stuff. And it got that string on it. And I'm going to leave it on there because it's not the first time I've knocked that thing off down in the bottom. And of course the TP-Link, it was pretty good, but not as fast on the Ethernet. I mean, as on Ethernet's sure is. I think that's fine. It's a gigabit, I think. No, it's not gigabit. But the Wi-Fi was 750 megabits, I think, top. And its range is not good. It's not, doesn't reach as far. That's the main reason I bought this one, because the signal's too weak just in the living room. From here, this is the end of the house, you know, and the living room's down the hall and another room between this one and the living room. This is only like a 1,200 square foot house, though. So the D-Link's a lot better. It's still not that great in the garage. It's better if I take these phones out in the garage. The TP-Link would probably be a great repeater. Well, I'd have to put DDWR. It will take both of them. You could put DDWRT on either one of them. I haven't done it. But if I put it out in the garage, the TP-Link, with DDWRT, then I could use it as a wireless repeater, and I bet you I would have really good coverage. But I need all those 4 ports for wired in here. And the Link Sys that's in the garage now, one of its wired ports has died. It's Ethernet, it's wireless. It used to be stronger than any, well, I don't know about the D-Link, but it was stronger than all the rest of them. It's Wi-Fi signal, but it was only 54 megabits. But it would actually walk on. I didn't realize, I probably had the TP-Link and the Link Sys running for a year or at least, fighting each other, because it was just like this. It was sitting on top of the TP-Link, you know. And I thought by putting them on channel, like put one on channel 3 and the other one on channel 6 or 8 or 10 or whatever, would keep it from it happening. But as soon as I turned the Link Sys off one day to do something and did a test, or I was watching it on the phone apps that I have. And it's like, my gosh, look at this, how much the signals jumped up on the TP-Link. So it's really, yeah, this is an N750, and I don't know what the D-Link is. It's really susceptible, and this one was never any good no matter what. I just finally decided to keep it turned off. So my string, I'm trying to see where I can put this thing. My silly string. I'm going to leave it on there because I said I didn't want to cut my string, but I don't. I'll do it now. Leave it long enough to reach to the ground for sure. What I have pulled out is all I needed before. I'm going to pull off just a little bit more. Where's my fancy scissors? But I'm just going to cut me off a little. I was trying to get into the camera view and I just wasn't patient enough for it to get there. Now, what are you going to do with all this string? Oh, there's more string out there than I thought. Oh no, that's just where I tied it. But I don't want that. Let's see. There we go. Don't end up dropping it, being stupid. I just realized you quit filling around there. But I was thinking I could roll it up like that and use that string to tie this and just leave it underneath there. if I don't mess up here. You can't really flip it over. It doesn't have. It does have rubber feet, and see, it won't hardly reach anywhere else. This is not working. It's so precarious to try and. I'm not gonna. I wanted it to be, you know, shorter under there. It's so precarious to try and. I'm just gonna tie it. I was gonna put it up under there. Come on. Twist these are a lot easier. I'm trying to tie. No, I'm not tying one of those fancy knots because I don't really remember any of them. Well, you can't do it on this anyway. That's gonna make it. Can't put it under it. I'm gonna let it dangle down behind there. There. Now it's still a bit precarious. Just the weight of the cables can pull them off sometimes if you don't watch out. Okay, so yeah, that should be good. Turn you back around so you can see me. Still can't see me, can you? Oh, well, almost. Okay. Now I'm gonna put you back down where I can sit down. Okay. Depends on which way you turn that thing as to whether or not it wants to stay where you put it. I did plug. At some point, I was looking at and the previous is slow to respond, that I over adjust. Oh. There's little spots in there on that tripod where it will just it moves really, really too easy, you know. Oh, I can put this up now. I think I need it anymore. Okay. I got a note. I keep seeing it. I didn't have no place to put it. Wash clothes. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to put it over here. I usually put it over there on my work table, but since I had been working on it, I didn't want sticky notes on it. Normally, well, actually tonight that work table is going to end up with all stacked back up again. Every time I try to get like the things those books and papers and things I stack on the work table, if I try to put them on, that's what that big old box. Those are 2 cardboard boxes over there. You've seen that burgundy and green cloth. Well, that's actually like a blanket of a thing, you know, you like for when you want to for watching TV or something. Anyway, I got to thinking, if I had me you know, you can buy desks with cabinets that go way up real high and all that. Well, and I always thought I'd like to make something like that. I used to be a cabinet maker, and I know how. But of course, it's pretty expensive to buy that much wood too. But anyway, one day I thought, you know what, boxes will work, and we order online a lot, and so we ended up with some really thick boxes from Walmart. Sometimes they use really thick boxes, which is kind of cool. So I thought, you know what, those would make me a cabinet. So I stacked those things full, up taller than I am, and of course, they're sitting on the desk, and then there's 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2 boxes. And it's been fun, been great. And with that cover, of course, it looked ugly, and I didn't want to look at the boxes, and so I ended up covering it with that. But of course, a cloth cover like that, it collects dust too. So now, when you want to get in there, you're going to be eating some dust. But it's too full to really add more stuff in it. So and the dust. So this junk just ends up staying on the table. This things that I think I need more often, you know. Well, some of it I do. Some of it I get to every day. But like that's where I keep my allergy stuff. That's gonna. I was started to grab one, but I can't reach them. Little clear plastic things we saved that actually came with plastic forks and knives and stuff. They're really easy to open and close, and they're really great for sticking stuff in. So they're holding a bunch of. I've got 2 of those holding different things. They stack well too if you want to stack them. There's 1 or 2 inside of there. So boy, am I just going back and forth from doing work to just jabbering. Not sure. I guess I'm not sure what I'm doing, and probably getting a long time to quit. Then I guess it's 10:35. I guess it really is. So, what did I get done? Let's go back to the nice mic, just because I really like it. Okay, are we back? Yes, okay. Yeah, there we go. Do I have more things to check off my list? Kind of, sort of. Put the CPU. Oh, well, that's pretty much all about the CPU fans. I didn't really do any of that yet. And CPU fan. I did put Phoronix. Oh, okay. Yeah, I put LSHW on there too. I didn't. Oh yeah, I wanted to look for a temperature monitoring app. That was something else, but I haven't done that yet. I didn't see that a minute ago, but I got in so much trouble trying to get something going there. I didn't really get very far. But I don't see I'm not going to keep fiddling with that app. The more I try to use it, that Phoronix, I'll try it on here on the Fedora 28, and if it works good, then I might try to manually update it, instead of just depending on the repos, because I'm sure they stopped all those kind of updates. And once in a while, they'll put out a serious security update or something, usually in Fedora when it's EOL. But so it's running along fine all this time. I can hear it and tell that it's on, but it ain't loud and it's not irritating, and that kind of high-pitched whine that I could hear when it was over there, I don't hear that sitting here, so that's good. That means I'm not trouble for using it. I mean, I'm not in a kind of trouble where I can't use it. So if the hard drive is not going out, I wanted to find a benchmark app that would test the hard drive, or that excuse me. I wanted to find a hard drive testing app and run it on that. There could be one on there. But that one that I like so much in Parted Magic, I wanted to see if it would, if I could run it on there, get it and run it. Let me go back at the machine and not going to install anything, but I think I'll look and see. Did I switch to the monitor like I thought? Yeah. Okay, so drive, let's see. No, just removable drives, media. It's called disk anyway. Disks. No, I don't have disk drives. Manage drives and media. Okay, mount and unmount. And it doesn't look like I have anything that you could test the disk and see. I mean, they'll tell you, and I think this is the Fedora disk managing app. It would tell you if there, excuse me, if there's something wrong with
drive or anything. It'll say healthy or not healthy and stuff like that. It says disk is okay, 4 bad sectors. That's my LVM. Disk is, oh, that's the whole disk. Okay. 52 gigabyte. What's that one? I think that's the root partition. Not quite sure. Oh, I guess the top one, that's the whole disk. Okay, and then 52 gigabyte. That, yeah, that is the root partition. And then 2.1 is the swap gigabytes. 25 gigabyte is the home. So see, I let it automatically format, and it gave me a lot more on the root than it did on the home. And what I used to do when I caught on to doing that, well, used to you could review everything before it did it. Now it doesn't show you. I guess it probably did start as early as Fedora 23, as far back. So it doesn't give you, unless you want to do the manual partitioning. Well, there used to be one that was automatic guided, but automatic guided, sort of like that. And you could look and you could say, okay, I want to make, for instance, I don't want a root partition that big and a home partition that small, so you can make them even. Really, you don't usually need but about 1/3 of your entire disk space for root and the rest for your home partition. Generally, I mean, because you're usually going to put a lot of files on your home partition, and unless you're an app hound like me and you install lots of applications, then maybe you would. I did end up filling up my Lenovo i5. It's a 250 gigabyte. I'm going to close that and get out of there. Let me get everything. I can't talk and hit that switch at the same time. I can't get it as it is. Okay. Yeah, the Lenovo i5 before, when I had Fedora 23, I may have done that with it and set up the way I thought I needed it, which was fine for a good while, a couple of years or whatever. But then I ended up filling up the root partition because I kept installing apps. And of course the home partition, well, I just kept backing up and deleting, to keep it going. But but that was a 250 gigabyte hard drive divided in half for Windows 7 and half for Fedora 23. But now it's just Fedora 28. But I do know, for instance, if I go into Crusader, I can see the 99 gigabyte free. It's going fast with all these. See, I haven't deleted any of these videos I've made since I did that. So I'm going to have to go back to deleting my videos, and that makes me only have one copy on my backup drive. But there's only so much space. You only can afford so much storage space. So, but these videos, of course, every one of these OBS studios are all live streamed. Well, not every single one of them. Most of them are live streamed. So I do have another copy on YouTube. And and some of them it wouldn't matter. They're just tests. These little short ones, little small file sizes are my tests before I start streaming. So anyway, have to figure out what to do and how to do it in each machine. Yeah, I mean, you can go to. I do know. I mean, you still have like manual partitioning, but it's so hard to. And you may be able. I'll just have to look in that installer again. I know one thing it doesn't do anymore. It doesn't stop and say, okay, this is what partitions you're going to have. Do you want to proceed? It just says, okay, we're fixing to reformat, automatic reformat. Do you want to proceed? Boom, it's done. And I don't like that. I like being able to look it over and make sure you're getting what you want. Because if you get the chance to look it over before it does it, you might say, oh, well, I better switch to manual partitioning and just figure it out again. But like I said, there used to be a kind of a manual but assist. A manual, kind of a combo manual assisted way. where you didn't have to just flat type out dev SDA so and so, you know. But anyway, I can't describe it in any good way not showing it. If I was able to show it, that'd be interesting, I suppose. Show the like get in the virtual machine, and if you had a machine you could do it. You could start installing in 2 virtual machines at, you know, in the same desktop session, one with the older version of Fedora and one with the newer, and show the differences. But might be a bit trivial too. But anyway, I guess I keep thinking I'm not done. That's how come I just keep going back, like acting like I'm going to quit and then going back at it again. I keep feeling like I'm not done. Well, I'm not done, but I think I'm done. I need to be done for tonight. Yeah. Okay, so keep thinking there's something up over there that I haven't looked over, but it's probably not anything I need to be making a video. I have to make a video of anyway. That machine and the fans are back there. So yeah, I'll just now I have yesterday's video and tonight's video that I need to well, actually last night's I'll just need to rename it up on YouTube, and this one I guess I'm really gonna have to well, I don't know, since my stream got broke and then it picked back up again automatically once I got the router going again. All that time in between is just blank screen, and like I did finally realize that I can get on the mic, but I had silence and blank screen for probably a whole minute or more, and then I got on the mic, but then I was trying to fix it, so I had the mic over there and turned on, but I was moving away from it and all that junk, so that part of the video may be so bad that you really no point in uploading it. I guess I'll look and see. So there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go then, for real this time, and tomorrow, you know, I plan on going back to the whatever. I'll figure out what my next step is going to be, and get back, do some more. All right, this is Don. See you later. Bye.